Around the Ozarks is now on your FM radio. Listen to Around the Ozarks mornings with Grace Gooley as I spotlight local people, stories, and podcasts, all while playing the country legends of the 90s and the hit makers of the 2000s. It's on the Ozarks' best country, 105.1 The Bull. It's time for Around the Ozarks News, sponsored by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Advanced Car Care, Smouse Brothers, and United Plumbing. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday to you. The weekend is here, and I hope you have great plans for it. We're going to get you started with some news this morning.
All right. Authorities in Clever are investigating a deadly accident at a grain bin facility in Christian County. Emergency crews were called Thursday afternoon to Gordon Feed and Pet on Clark Avenue. Investigators say a man working to repair an auger inside the bin became trapped in feed material and started sinking. Rescuers spent more than an hour trying to free him, but he did pass away in the accident.
Awful. Yeah.
Heads up, if you see smoke in Springfield today, the city is warning residents about a large controlled burn scheduled for today at the Yard Waste Recycling Center in Brookline. The fire department will burn storm debris left over from last year's severe weather events. Smoke may be visible across parts of the southwest Springfield area, so watch out for that. Several roads near Farm Road 119 will have temporary closures today. Part of the Wilsons Creek Greenway Trail will also be closed during this operation. The Yard Waste Recycling Center is expected to remain closed through the weekend.
Yeah, I've seen signs headed out that direction on Highway 60 this week, so I knew it was coming. And this morning, or today, is the time. I don't know exactly what time, but today's the day. Springfield's Landmarks Board has delayed action on a request to protect an old building in Galloway Village. That property, known as the Old Sequiota Store or Treadway's General Store, sits right across the street from Sequiota Park on South Lone Pine. Some neighbors there want the building to be designated as a historic site to slow possible demolition plans. The building is currently in disrepair. Board members say they want to hear from the property owner before they move forward with a decision on that. The next Landmarks Board meeting is scheduled for June 10th. Okay. I bet you didn't even know we had a Landmarks Board in town, did you?
No.
Makes
but
sense,
I feel like I found that out fairly recently, and it might have been it might have been because of the same building, honestly.
The Hotel Affair, they didn't talk about it for that building, I don't think.
Yeah. Somebody tell me what this is, okay? In between Springfield and Rogersville on Farm Road 186, there is a building that sits, it's kind of by the Jewish temple, sort of by that. And it has a sign in the yard that says historical site, but I don't know what it is. It's kind of by Mentor Baptist Church.
You stop and read it? Is it words on there that you can read?
I mean, it just says that. That's all it says. Historical site.
Oh, so it doesn't have an explanation.
No. But like somebody maintains the property a little bit, you know? I don't know. Somebody in our listening audience knows what it is, and they're going to put it in the comments, and I'm going to be like, oh, because I'm so curious. I drive by it all the time.
I think that's how I found out about why Mr. Pibb isn't sold here. Maybe that was Facebook. One of the two. These are the podcast or Facebook. They're both good. So
you asked out loud on the podcast? And
I just asked, like you, I just asked personal questions that I'm wondering and let other people do the research.
Steve Pokin does the Answer Man. You could call him and he would do a whole story on it.
Okay. State lawmakers have again included $30 million in Missouri's new state budget for a possible Springfield Convention Center project. It could be bad. The money would help fund a major expansion of the Springfield Expo Center, but the project's future remains quite uncertain at this point, as you would guess. You'll recall voters rejected a hotel tax increase twice in 6 months. That would have helped to pay for that development. Governor Kehoe has the final say over whether the state money will actually be released to the city. You may also recall after the second election loss, city leaders in Springfield said they would not try for the convention center a third time before voters. So I don't know if $30 million changes that or not.
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
We'll
We'll see.
Missouri lawmakers have approved a $50.7 billion state budget for the next fiscal year. The plan includes funding for childcare subsidies, developmental disability services, and construction projects across the state. Lawmakers also restored money for maintenance at the Kansas City Chiefs and the Royals sports complexes. The budget now heads to the governor's desk for final review and approval before the July 1st deadline. State leaders say the plan focuses on keeping Missouri government within its means. Always a good idea.
Yeah.
Missouri Senate committee has rejected a bill that would have legalized video lottery machines in gas stations and convenience stores. The defeat comes as state and federal authorities continue cracking down on illegal gaming machines across Missouri. That issue is expected to return to Jefferson City next year.
Well,
And
yeah, that's interesting
how I feel about it.
because gambling is popping up everywhere, it seems.
It's disgusting.
We do know how you feel about it. Community concerns are growing over a new data center under construction outside Marshfield. Webster County says the project is a small-scale AI computing facility.
What?
It is not, they say, a massive, large-scale operation like you've seen other places across the country. So they're making it very clear that the site, they say, will use minimal water, create about a dozen jobs, and operate within limited noise impact. So maybe they are a little noisy, I guess, if they're saying that. Little noise.
They are.
impact.
I've seen this. They are. People are upset about it.
Well, I know they're upset about it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Residents remain worried about possible effects on utilities, on the water supply, and the environment. So there's more to come on this. If you're interested, you're in Webster County. The county commission is planning a public meeting Monday morning at Marshfield High School. So you can look more into that and make plans to attend, voice your concerns, or just ask questions and find out what they're doing. The Springfield Area Chamber of Commerce has named At Home Real Estate Services as the winner of its 2026 Small Business Award. Congratulations to them. Founders Michelle Gibson and Trent Jackson started the business in 2007. That was a good year.
Mm-hmm. We got married that year.
We got married in 2007. I was testing her to see if she remembered. And
we just celebrated our anniversary. How could I forget?
That's true.
The love of my life.
Now, At Home Real Estate Services manages about 2,800 rental units across the area. That's a lot. The chamber praised the company for its growth, innovation, and community involvement. So congratulations to At Home.
Sorry that I was distracted while you were reading your AI story about the Marshfield possible AI data center thing. Because I keep hearing why, like how they are loud and how they use a lot of water, but I just had to know why. Do you already know why? Did you already ask AI why it needs so much water?
No.
Okay. Well, I did. The reason that AI data centers need a lot of water is primarily for cooling high density AI chips. Evaporative cooling towers used to remove heat consume large volumes of water, while indirect water consumption stems from electricity generation.
Interesting.
Oh, wow. Data centers use up to 5 million gallons daily to prevent overheating and maintain optimal performance.
That's a lot of water.
That's a lot of water. Wow.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting. That's up to 5 million gallons.
It doesn't sound like this one is going to do that. Just for the record.
Right. But I mean, it just, I asked AI why it, like, I'm talking to it like it's a human. I'm like, why do you need so much water?
Here's a
why
question.
Do you always carry around a water bottle?
Should you trust AI with an answer that you're asking about AI?
I don't know.
That would be like asking me how much I weigh. I don't know that you're going to get the real answer.
205.
I don't know that you're going to get the real answer. I'm at 185.
You're at 185. No offense, but I know you at 185 and you're a little heavy right now. So am I. I can say that.
Right.
Listen, we've been married long enough. I know. I do. So do you.
My point is,
Don't pretend like you
I don't know that you can trust AI to give you real information when you're asking about it.
That makes me feel like you might be lying for some reason.
Yeah. Of course.
I knew it.
You think my driver's license is accurate? Come on.
Mine is. That's the thing.
Oh, please. Everybody lies about their weight.
No, like I
license.
didn't. I should have. I didn't. I don't. You know what? I don't care enough. I don't care
Why?
enough to.
Why would you not?
I don't know. I don't.
Keep the dream alive.
Listen, this is a true story. One time, Paul Adler, this was a long time ago, co-anchor at KY3 on the morning show at the time. He's now nights, but at the time he was like, hey, there's this like cool machine that does like, bone density and VO2 max and body fat percentage and like all these things. And he needed a guinea pig. And then he was like, by the way, like this will be over the air. And I'm like, I don't care. So then we proceeded to tell the whole entire viewership, like my weight, my body fat percentage, my VO2, like everything. It was all measured and it was all reported. He did like a health story over it. I don't know why, but you know why? Because I know how much you weigh. I don't need to ask you how much you weigh. I know how much you weigh. I can look at a person and know how much they weigh. And it's not a secret.
All right.
I don't know. Don't you feel like you can do that too? Size them up?
I try.
Because you know how much you weigh, so you can look at them and anyway. All right.
I try not to do that. I don't throw stones when I live in a glass house.
Well, we all do though. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. It's like trying to act like they don't know what color your eyes are, like they can see them, All right. Moving along.
Is it me, post office?
No, it's me. Missouri State University will celebrate more than 2,600 graduates during commencement ceremonies today at Great Southern Bank Arena. Woo! The university will hold 3 ceremonies throughout the day, honoring students earning bachelor's, master's, doctoral, and specialist degrees. Student speakers from marketing, physics, and journalism programs will address graduates during the event.
Congratulations.
So exciting. I don't know what it is about college graduations, but I get so pumped up for people.
Yeah, me too. Now get a job so I don't have to support you.
You know what? They're going to.
Get out there and get to work.
They're gonna.
The post office is taking part and is really hosting its annual Stamp Out Hunger Food Drive. It's tomorrow. So now you got all day to plan for this. You can get some canned goods and other items and leave bags of non-perishable food near your mailbox before delivery time tomorrow morning. Donations will support Ozarks Food Harvest and its network of local food pantries and charities. They do very good work there. Stats show that 1 in 5 children in our area here in the Ozarks lives with food insecurity. That's hard to believe. That's 20%. Last year's food drive provided the equivalent of nearly 132,000 meals right here in Southwest Missouri.
Very cool. Finally, Around the Ozarks has kicked off a new contest, giving one lucky winner a 4-pack of tickets to see the Cardinals take on the Royals at Busch Stadium. That'll be in St. Louis on Saturday, May 17th. Write down the date, May 17th. We will pick the winner.
That's a Sunday.
Sunday, May 17th. To enter, go to aroundtheozarks.com and click on the contest tab, and you can enter to win a 4-pack of tickets to see the Cards versus the Royals.
The I-70 series. It's back.
Cool. Yes.
It's back.
All right. Before we go, Ethan was without his better half yesterday.
Diana was with me.
I know, but I'm your better half.
I know. I didn't know if
your other half. Yeah.
I didn't know if you tuned in. You were away.
Of course. Why would I not? But let me show you how much fun this was. Do you know who that is right there?
Well, it's not the best shot.
No, I know. I'm about to surprise you with who it is.
Okay.
Ready?
The blonde, for people who
Ta-da! Hannah
Listening only.
Harper. She is on American Idol right now. She's from Willow Springs, Missouri. She's doing a fantastic job. She's in the top 3.
Yeah.
And I got to go host her hometown concert. And so I got to welcome her. There I am reading the script of it was a proclamation actually that I was reading from US Senator Eric Schmidt making yesterday Hannah Harper Day. It was called Hannah Harper Day in
Nice.
Willow. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was cool. And then she had a surprise visit, which this is like, listen, I was sitting behind her. There's other pictures and you can find them online, but that is the back of Jody Messina because nobody knew she was coming out. I knew that there was a surprise guest coming because I was emceeing it. So they just said there's a surprise guest, but I didn't know who or when. And then Jody Messina came out. So that was really cool because
So
Hannah's a fan. Hannah was singing her song.
Right.
And then she came out. And so it was just fun times.
There was a bunch of people there, and a lot of them posted videos of the song Heads Carolina, Tails California. And Hannah was singing the first verse, and she finished. And then Jody came out for the second verse, and Hannah freaked out, not knowing that she was coming. So, yeah. It looked like a great event.
It was a lot of fun. It was. And I love Willow Springs, by the way. I love that town so much. And I feel like I've gotten to know so many of the people there over the years, just from, first of all, news. And then I was, speak at a lot of different women's conferences and churches. And in this case, a community event, but it was great fun.
And Hannah knew you because she grew up watching KY3 and the Ozarks.
Isn't that funny? She was like, "Are you Sarah Foreheads?" I was like, you're the guest of the hour. So yes, I am. But let's talk about you. She's a doll. Her family, she was in a family band. Like, I think most of you guys know this by now because most of you have been watching American Idol. But just in case you haven't, you need to. And you got to vote for her on Monday night.
The finale is Monday night.
The
She's
finale
gonna sing with Leanne Womack, who she sounds like.
She sounds a lot like her. But she's seriously... I mean, she's 25 years old. She's so poised, and it was impressive. I told Ethan, after the interview, I was like, man, she's seriously incredible. Like, that's
very down to earth. She's got three kids, 3 boys,
3 boys, young boys, a husband, and
I think she has a good chance
in Willow
to
Springs
win
until now. I mean, now she's in Hollywood, for the time being. I do too. You know what? Win, lose, or draw, she's going places.
Yeah, she'll be a country star for sure.
Very, very good. Very, very good.
All right.
Okay, you guys, it's Friday, so enjoy it. Enjoy the weekend, and we hope to see you back here on Monday morning.
Yep. See you.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, Taylor Gruba Chevrolet, and Godfather's Pizza. Here is your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It is May 8th in the Ozarks, and we are waking up with temperatures in the middle 40s this morning. Overall, it's going to end up being a nice day. We've got a weather pattern that is warming up as we head into the weekend, with numbers returning into the upper 70s today. And I think we could see the 80s again by tomorrow. We're not without rain chances, though. In fact, there's even a chance for some severe weather as early as this afternoon. It's not going to be out there for everybody, but there will be some scattered storms that develop later this afternoon that are capable of producing some hail and high wind. We've got clear skies to start, though. You wouldn't know rain is on the way. Feels pretty nice out early this morning, with temperatures comfortable in the mid 40s, going for a high temperature in the middle and upper 70s in the forecast today. I think we make it to about 76 here in Springfield before the rain and storms return. Now, the storms are not going to last all day. Don't cancel any plans over this. They'll be pretty quick moving, but the storms that do come through could be impactful as they sweep south through the Ozarks. I think we'll start to see some of that on the radar near the Kansas City area, close to about noon today. And then it's the early afternoon hours. We're talking 1 to 2 o'clock, moving into our northern counties, closer to 3 and 4 here in Springfield. They'll be fast moving, sweeping to the south, and then eventually ending. We should mainly be dry by this evening. We've got this isolated storm chance, we'll call it, this afternoon. And I am expecting that any storms that do get going have the potential to be strong to severe. Again, we're talking hail to the size of quarters, maybe $half, and winds in excess of 60 miles an hour. So, big heads up for you that we're not totally out of the threats today with the weather, even though things seem nice early this morning. We've got temperatures near 80 degrees with sunshine on Saturday. It'll be a nice day to get outdoors. Then Saturday evening into early Sunday morning, we have another rain chance moving through the Ozarks. And again, we might have some thunderstorms with that, a couple of which could be strong. I don't think there's this overwhelming chance of severe weather, but I can't rule out a strong storm or two late in the day on Saturday into early Sunday. Mother's Day overall looks pretty nice. We might have some clouds around in the morning that linger, but I think for the most part, it's going to be a dry day. High temperatures will be a bit cooler, though, on Sunday with highs either side of 70 degrees. So perfect for getting outdoors this weekend. We have some dry time both Saturday and Sunday, but Saturday will be the warmer of the two with highs back into the lower 80s. Around the country, there's heavy rain and thunderstorms being very persistent across the southeast and the lower Mississippi Valley. That's going to happen through the rest of the weekend forecast. We also have showers and thunderstorms in the Midwest and the Great Lakes today. Those are what's going to be pushing off to the north and east this weekend. All that happening while we've got below average temperatures for much of the central U.S. We are finally seeing a warm up, but we were in on those cooler than average numbers even just yesterday ourselves. All right, it's time for that Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. And the question is this: which of these is the only metal that is liquid at standard temperature and pressure? Options that I gave you were A, gallium, B, mercury, C, cesium, or D, bromine. And the answer, if you had one of those old thermometers, you would know that it is B, mercury. One of the reasons that they used that to measure temperature. All right, here's the next element question for you. Which element is the only one to be discovered in the spectrum of the sun's light before it was found on Earth? Which one do you think we knew about before? A, helium, B, argon, C, hydrogen, or D, oxygen? Which element is the only one to be discovered in the spectrum of the sun's light before it was found on Earth? You can let me know your guess to this Around the Ozarks Brain Twister trivia question and have your chance to win $50 to Godfather's Pizza. Let dinner be on us by entering the trivia question. You can find it over on the website. Thanks so much for listening this morning, and big shout out to our sponsors: Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet, and Godfather's Pizza. I sure appreciate you listening. Have a fantastic Friday. Heads up, the afternoon storms are in the forecast. They'll be brief, but they could be powerful. So grab an umbrella. Make sure you've got your weather safety plan in place for the afternoon. And I'll be right back here to chat with you first thing on Monday morning.